Hey y'all, welcome back to the Sim Twins. My name is Brooke and today we are doing another speed build. Y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for being patient with us as we were on vacation last week and we did not release any new videos, but we are back this week with 2 new videos. But before we get started, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that you know every time that we post a new video. We recently got Nifty knitting, y'all, so I'm so excited because I built a little cottage. I thought it was so sweet, and I know that a lot of other simmers have also been making cottages, and so I wanted to try my hand at creating a little nifty knitting cottage that is so perfect and so sweet for your sims to just come here and knit to their heart's content, because you know we all love to knit. So when I was building this tiny home, I really thought about the person who was going to live here. I really wanted it to be like a grandmother or just an older woman in general, and she's living here by herself, so that's why it's a tiny house. And there is a double bed, but it is scooted against the wall, so I know that some people have that scooting issues, so you might not be able to get your sims sitting there. I've never had the scooting issue. It works for me just fine. They'll scoot over. But just be aware of that. If you have that problem and you want to have more than one sim living in this house, you will need to move the bed placement. But I really liked the way that I did it. It's kind of a studio because there's not really a separate bedroom area. I tried to make it separate from that, and you will see that later. I thought it was a really fun idea what I did to kind of separate the bed off from the rest of the room. But it is a super tiny build, like I said. So if you have tiny living, which I also just recently got, which was recently gifted to me by a wonderful streamer named The Land of B. We won one in her 12-hour stream that she did on Twitch, and so that was really fun. I will put her link to Twitch down below in the description so you can go and check her out and watch her streams. She's really awesome. But anyway, this house was just so much fun, and because of how small it was, I tried to really decorate the outside of this cottage a lot more than I usually do with outdoor decorations, especially when it comes to the front. The backyard is basically there, but there's nothing in the backyard because I was thinking maybe I should put like a playground back there or something, like, you know, just in case she has her grandchildren or younger children come over to play at her house. But I thought that might be a little strange to just like keep that there for this lady who, you know, is living on her own essentially. So I decided to scrap that idea, but I really tried to make the front very inviting and very warm and cozy, because when I think of a cottage, I have that warm and cozy feeling. And I really liked the new stuff that came with Nifty knitting. That came with Nifty knitting, y'all. I can pronounce things today. And I really liked the mailbox. That was super cute. I will say that one of my main complaints about this pack is that there's not enough build by objects. Like, I understand like the whole thing about the pack though is about like going into the gameplay and building them yourself, like your sims building them yourself, and then it will be added to their house. So obviously if you're in here and you want to like make stuff for other people, other sims and stuff like that, that's totally doable. But I wish that they would have added a couple of more items to build by mode that you could just automatically use off the bat without having to craft it first. But I totally understand that, and I decided that in this front yard I was going to add in a little bird feeder, which it came with, what pack was that again? Oh yes, Eco Lifestyle, which is also one of the newest packs. And I put in a little bird feeder because I thought that this person maybe like is interested in birds and, you know, wants to see like the birds have a happy little place to live and to get food and that kind of stuff. And of course I used the wonderful planter boxes from Discovery University in that white swatch because those are just beautiful. And I did something that I've seen a lot of other people do in their builds, and I just usually don't do it because I'm too lazy because it takes forever. But I decided to line the pathway with rocks, and I actually didn't use the base game color, which is like a grayish color. I used more of a reddish color for the stones, which I thought looked really nice in contrast to the gray swatch that I used on the ground. And I just really liked framing this out. So on the pathway, you know, you walk up and you have a little pathway to the little cottage. I just thought that was super cute. I think that this would definitely fit into a better world than Newcrest. I just put it in Newcrest because I wanted it to be on a 20 by 15 lot. But if you have more of a world that is more kind of in the forest, like I'm thinking the one that comes with Outdoor Retreat, Granite Falls, or even Glimmerbrook, it would definitely fit in there because of the cottage feel. But I do not have outdoor retreat, and you can't live in outdoor retreat in that place anyway. You have to go on vacation there, so that's just kind of a little bit annoying. So it's in Newcrest. You can move it to wherever you want if you download it off of our gallery. Our gallery ID is the Sim Twins 14. But let's talk about the build a little bit more. On the front porch, I added 2 of the rocking chairs because I thought, you know, she'd have company over, like she'd have like a knitting circle, and they would all come over together to knit with each other. And I put in a little lamp, and I tried to make this place just feel very warm and inviting when you come in. I used the new door that came with Nifty Knitting, which I thought was super sweet, and I used all of the new rugs because those were also really cute. And I think you can knit those rugs as well, but there are some rugs that you can get in non-debug, that you can get in the catalog itself just right off the bat. And I did have debug on while I was doing this, so I don't know if I had unlocked some of the things that might not be unlockable through gameplay because I used the ignore gameplay cheat. And that's just really helpful because you can get all of the stuff that you want, like the career items and any of the special items that you have to unlock in the game. You can get those in buy mode with that cheat. But at the front entrance, it is a very cramped space. But I did player test this, and everything works, so it's all good. You can use everything in this house. It's totally ready to go. But it is definitely very much a tight squeeze. But I really kind of liked that a lot because I thought, you know, this is a person who loves to knit. It's a very cozy cottage feel, you know. So I just really, really enjoyed that. And I used that new little accent table that came with Nifty Knitting as well. And of course, even though this was a cottage build for a grandmother, I did make sure that there was a place for a laptop, because one of the main things about Nifty Knitting is that you now have an Etsy-like store that your Sims can sell their items on, which is called, if I'm not wrong, Plopsy. And so I wanted to make sure that the Sim who lived here was able to use Plopsy, and maybe like their grandkids came over and like helped them like set up their profile so they can sell stuff, and taught them how to do that. I just thought that was like a really cute headcanon thing going on with that. But of course, like I wanted to make sure that she had a space in which she could sell her crafted goods, because she is probably considered like a very master crafter. She's been knitting since she was very young, and she really likes it. And so she has a thriving e-commerce business online, and that's how she makes money. You know, she's living by herself. That's how she really keeps up her means and everything. So she doesn't have to have other people to depend on. She depends on herself. She is a strong, independent woman, and you know, she makes money for herself. And I just thought that was really cute, because I've been saying this for such a long time, but I really, really think that there needs to be more stuff for elders. They put so much emphasis on the difference between adults and young adults, which in my eyes are not that much, and then they don't really do anything when you're an elder. You just kind of are there, and you don't really have much to do. You can retire, but when you retired, like there's no retirement parties. There's really nothing that kind of signifies, hey, this is a actually wonderful stage of your life. And now, of course, since people are living longer and that kinds of things, like you want to make sure that your twilight years, you have lots of fulfilling things that you do, and just a lot of fun and stuff like that. So I really think that the Sims team could definitely give us better stuff for the elders. That's why I really enjoyed this pack when they did the community vote. I personally wanted this one because I just want to have more elder gameplay. Everybody says we want more baby stuff. We want the babies to not just be objects. And honestly, I don't really care about babies. I just think that, you know, it's fine that they're objects. I don't really play with them. I just automatically age them up into toddlers because there's really nothing that babies can do. But anyway, here I am making the sectioned off place where the bed is by using a curtain, and then removing the wall by just using a little wall divider thing, a wall beam. So it looks like the curtain is supported, and then you can, it has that appearance that you could drag the curtain all the way across. Of course, you can't do that in real life, in the game, But I thought that it was a nice aesthetic. And here I am putting in that new desk that came. This is one of 2 new desks that came with Nifty Knitting. So I really appreciate that we have 2 new desks. The second one was really big and it blocked the window. And I don't like blocking windows off where I put desks. So I used the smaller one. And I wanted the swatches on the chair and the table to match. But of course it doesn't, which is fine because my justification is that, you know, when you buy things, they don't always match. The furniture does not always match. So you just have to kind of like go with what you got. And the new little boxes were really cute. But the biggest issue that I had with these boxes is that the only thing from the Nifty Knitting pack that clipped to them were the little knit turtles. Like you could not place the penguin and you could not place the little octopus looking plushie on there automatically. You had to use the 9 key and, you know, put it up like that. And that was super annoying because I thought that there would be a place that you could just like easily clip to and have all of those like things fit there properly. And that was just really annoying to find out that that was not true. And as you can see, there I was struggling. I finally figured it out. I finally got it to work, but it was just really annoying. And now we're moving over into the tiny kitchen area. So the tiny kitchen area has everything you need. It has a sink, it has an oven, and it has a refrigerator. So you can definitely use all of this and it's totally usable. And y'all, this time I did not forget to put in a trash can. Like, I'm very proud of myself. I am learning to remember to put in trash cans into my build. And so I was very proud of that, y'all. But figuring out what I wanted to do for the window decor was so hard because I wanted the blinds to look really cute and very kind of like older style, I guess you would say. And so I originally used the cats and dogs one, but they were really kind of big for the windows. They blocked out the window too much. So in the end, I go back and change those. But I even put outdoor bins. I put 2 bins because I like to do 2 bins just so you can say, hey, one is for recycling and the other is for regular trash. But as you can see, I am just going around now doing the finishing touches on the outside, adding some more debug bushes and things like that around it. So just like the house feels more framed in. But here I am again going through and picking out different blinds, and I think I ended up going with Parenthood blinds, which I thought were really cute. They're blue, they're super cute, and in the little bedroom area I use a different blind. I think that it is a base game blind, and I actually used one swatch that I thought was nice, the orange one, but then I looked closer and it has dinosaurs on it, and there's me putting the bird feeder on the other side. I originally had it on the side with the bird bath, but I decided to move it over on the other side because there wasn't as much stuff going on. I kind of wanted to balance out the front. But I am just going through now adding the finishing touches on the outside, but that is pretty much it for the build, y'all. This was a very quick build to do, and I am super excited about the new pack. I'm super excited to be playing with it and, you know, just having my Sims introduced to the new ways of making money off of Plopsy. I hope that you can sell other things, not just your knitting stuff. But thank you so much. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you in another video. Bye, y'all.